Welcome to our live webcast, Extend Your Access with Autodesk Infrastructure Design Suite. I'm Wendy Finch, the Marketing Manager at PPI Group, and I'd like to be the first to thank you for your participation in today's event. With me today, I have Justin Rump. He is a member of PPI Group's Business Development and Software Solutions team. With over 7 years of combined experience in the AEC industry, Justin has been an integral part of the business management for many of our top industry professionals. Justin has a proven track record of providing high-quality customer service while helping clients generate significant revenue and profit improvements. So without any further delays, I would like to turn today's presentation over to Justin.
Thanks everybody for taking the time to jump on the call. I got a real treat for everybody this morning. It's an honor to have with me on the phone today, but we've actually got a call in here from the current President of the United States. We know that he's been hearing a lot about the Autodesk solutions. With his infrastructure initiatives, we've been lucky enough to get him on the call here today to talk to us a little bit. So, Mr. President, are you on the line? We appreciate your time.
Yeah, I hear you had a question for me. We wanted to call up and answer it personally.
Well, thank you. No, we appreciate your time. We know you're extremely busy, and definitely appreciate you taking the time to call in. We've got quite a few people actually on the line here today. People are excited about the new Autodesk solutions, so we've got quite a few people, and I'm sure they're excited to hear from you.
People actually showed up.
Yeah, I know, which is great for a webcast. So we definitely thank you for taking the time. Based on some of your infrastructure initiatives, one thing we were hoping to showcase here today is how to improve the processes of infrastructure design. As the DOTs continue to move away from some of the old antiquated tools like Bentley and move towards Autodesk infrastructure tools, our goal here today is to show some of the value of these tools and how it can hopefully make people's lives easier on the job and on site.
Don't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to sharpen the question so that, because I think you're getting right at my point here.
No, please feel free to interrupt me anytime, Mr. President. That's great. Our ultimate goal here is to show the value of these tools, and I think that that's something that you've been able to talk about quite a bit throughout the country.
What are the core values that we, as Americans, hold in common?
Yeah, I think that some of the main values, especially on the design side, is our time, being able to be efficient in our infrastructure design. Our ultimate goal is to create a safer environment and a better place. So as we get these people to move from some of their older tools, such as Bentley, into some of the infrastructure design tools from Autodesk, InfraWorks, and some of these tools, what do you think people should do with their old Bentley tools?
Rid them from your mind and find your true power liberated.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, sir. I really appreciate the time today. We're going to get kicked off on the webcast here, so thank you for taking the time. We really appreciate it, and look forward to hopefully speaking with you again downstream.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. Wow, that was exciting. I'm so nervous here, Mr. President. That was fantastic. So with that being said, we're going to move right into the webcast. Kind of hard to follow that. That's pretty tough to do, but lucky for us, we've got some great tools to showcase here today. So kind of jumping directly into what we're going to be going over today, I think that we first need to start off with some of the challenges that we face in today's infrastructure industry. Driving the demand for change in a way that the work is traditionally done is going to be different. The Pacific Northwest is continuing to grow its infrastructure, so giving more companies a chance to win more business is a great thing. Unfortunately, with that and more competition comes faster timelines, less funding, and a more need for tools that can help us streamline some of these processes. So as we get going here, I'm going to kind of move the slides along. Some of the challenges, not only when attempting to win business, but also once the project has been won, are some of the internal issues. Productivity and accuracy are kind of the two main points here on the slide. And when we're referring to preliminary design and detailed design, there's a lot of obstacles that can be addressed in order to increase profitability and streamline the processes. I think that those are two of the main things that the clients that we work with face, and hopefully some of the solutions and some of the tools that we're going to show today can help move that forward for you guys. Some of the main things being able to extend communication. You know, we want to achieve our ability to extend communication, extend predictability, and extend value. And I guess the main question there is how is this going to happen? So our ultimate goal, and I believe Autodesk's ultimate goal, is to increase what you can do in preliminary design. You know, being able to have a design model with project intent and updates on the front end allows you to identify and resolve issues virtually before ever breaking ground, which is great. You know, I think we've seen the construction industry has been utilizing Autodesk tools like Navisworks for a long time to limit overspending on materials and being able to hopefully change orders before they ever go out on site and break ground. We feel that some of the new Autodesk tools that we're going to see today, primarily being InfraWorks, can hopefully help you guys do the same thing. So being able to extend your access, you know, whether you're a business leader or a technical user, our goal today is going to be to show you the real value of having a virtualized infrastructure project lifecycle. So not only being able to use some of the tools, but being able to see exactly how it's going to look before, so that the business leader, the technical users, and the people that you're presenting to can get a better understanding of exactly what you're looking to accomplish, whether it's city planning on a large scale or small communities. We believe this is the tool to help you do that. And of course, it's a phenomenal tool when it comes to preliminary design. You know, I think that one thing that we're going to touch base on here is this next slide right here, and it's being able to create models using existing data sources. We feel that that's probably one of the biggest things is not only being able to have the information, but being able to create models from that existing data. So whether they're Esri files, City GML files, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, there's quite a bit of them here. So whatever those files are that you guys can bring in to create the city virtually allows you to manage the large infrastructure models while directly linking in other tools that you guys will be able to see on some of the next slides and some of the next PowerPoint presentations. Some of the main things that we also want to talk about is your ability to import data from 3D laser scans. The Autodesk Recap software can be used to generate the file. You can bring that directly into InfraWorks and have a great preliminary model, like you can see in some of the pictures there, of what this stuff's going to look like. I think the next phase of that is being able to build existing context models within that. So what you're being able to see here is once you've brought in, and we'll see some videos on this today, once you've brought in the information from whatever outside source you're bringing it in, where now you have the data, the terrain, and you've got the city, you're able to bring in detailed models, whether it's from Civil 3D, which would be specifically Land XML and IMX formats, as well as numerous terrain and imagery file formats, as well as Map 3D software. You can bring in Revit models, which is great, so that you can show what a building is going to look like in the city before that goes out. So it also helps towards the back end when creating presentations. You're able to bring in 3ds Max design software as well as integrated models from Navisworks. So there's a lot of great things that you can bring into InfraWorks that kind of help you allow you to design around those to show project intent and hopefully streamline the entire process once you export that back out to Civil 3D or some of the other tools that you'll be using to finalize more of the detailed drawings. So one thing that we want to do right now is show a quick video that is winning work with Autodesk InfraWorks.
Make your project proposal stand out. Boundaries of data and access to data are fading. Creating a 3D model of the existing environment is now not only feasible but quick and easy to do. Consider aggregating readily available geospatial data to create a 3D model of an area where a bypass project is being considered. The town is looking at alternatives for creating a flyover, and your firm is a candidate being considered to do the preliminary and detailed design work. With this rich model of existing conditions in place, you can develop design proposals in the context of the existing environment, which means early identification of issues that could require attention in design, and providing a way to either avoid the issues or know what you are getting into at the onset. As you work through ideas for the design, you get immediate visual feedback to help determine feasibility, which helps you communicate to the client that you clearly understand the project needs. Additionally, analysis tools such as slope or elevation analysis or this land use theme provide a means for communicating quantitative feedback. Prove to your client that your proposal considers factors beyond the minimum requirements, such as anticipating and avoiding difficult permitting situations, right-of-way acquisition, and prohibitive construction costs. In this case, we've encountered some protected land that would require expensive earthwork and permitting to support road construction. While this alternative may have seemed like a logical choice at first, we need to have a look at another option. The proposal for the second option takes a less direct route across the interchange, but you can help your client understand why this alternative is a better solution. More people are vying for fewer projects. How do you make your project proposal stand out in order to win work without losing time and money? Are you just another consultant putting up another boring PowerPoint? Or are you using the elements of the model combined with the storyboarding tools in InfraWorks to help you create a video that tells the story of each proposal? These scenarios can be published to web and mobile so that your clients can take the project home with them for additional review if desired. When you use the data-rich project proposals to communicate different options, you demonstrate that you have a complete and unmatched understanding of the project and are therefore the best firm for the job. This is why you need Autodesk InfraWorks in your toolbox for winning work.
Whoa, I don't know if you guys are excited as I am, but that was pretty impressive. We have another video that is hopefully even more impressive as we continue to go through this. And this is going to be some of the technology advancements in data capture. We know that this industry is continuing to move forward, and we think that some of the new Autodesk tools, primarily being Recap Pro and InfraWorks, are allowing us to do some pretty amazing things here. So appreciate everybody taking the time. We're going to roll right back into another video here and get going. Whew, sorry, I got to take a deep breath after that one. A lot of people might think that that was the video, but that was actually Wendy and I with an electric guitar and a drum in our conference room here jamming out for you guys. So we muted the sound and put in a little work of our own. We hope everybody enjoyed that there, but whew, a little tiring. So some of the next stuff that we want to get into is being able to extend your access communication. Everybody knows that communication is going to be extremely important, especially in the early stages of the infrastructure project. So not only the opportunity to win more work and improve stakeholder engagement, but being able to put together these convincing project proposals, quickly being able to make changes, and really being able to show multiple design intents. That's an actual functional plan. I think that helps the stakeholders understand the concepts that are agreed upon in the scope of work that are included in the estimate. So preliminary design model elements can be brought into Civil 3D in order to create the exhibits that are often required for 30% plan submittals, including right-of-way plans, plans and profit sheets, profile sheets, I apologize, and first-run cross-sections. So there's a lot that can be done on the front end here that really allow the engineer to not only get started, but foster that project team collaboration. We've got another video here that we're going to get going for you guys. So as you can see, getting 30% with Autodesk InfraWorks. So we really want to kind of continue to show you guys the benefit of efficiently generating these preliminary plans. This tool is very easy to use, and we're excited to get this one going for you. So we're going to kick it off right here.
Getting to 30% with Autodesk InfraWorks. Efficiently generate preliminary plans. In the early stages of infrastructure project development, teams are typically working towards the creation of 30% plans. These plans can be used to confirm scope, budget, and schedule. Design work at this stage with a high level of detail is often cost prohibitive. So in the past, preliminary design reviews often relied on low detail, static 2D plan sheets. One of the goals of the 30% design review is to ensure that the design team is on track, as well as understanding what pieces of the project would require things like right-of-way purchase or special permits, so that the processes can begin alongside with the design and not cause a bottleneck later. Right-of-way acquisition needs and impacted land types are considered as part of the decision-making process at this stage. In this scenario, I've used analysis tools in InfraWorks to identify several parcels that would be expensive to purchase. I can work through different alignments and lane configurations to find an alternative that avoids impacting these parcels. InfraWorks gives you the power to create
cross sections. So there's a
lot of detail for early reviews, all within a 3D sketching environment. Before investing the time producing the 30% submittal package, you can sit down with your client and evaluate the project. Transform review meetings into interactive feedback sessions, making adjustments to the model on the fly. You can more quickly arrive at an effective solution with minimal debate because decisions are backed by information and the robust 3D model helps everyone understand the design at every step of the way. The engineering teams can proceed with confidence knowing that the viable alternatives were identified and evaluated. The preliminary design model elements can be brought into Civil 3D in order to create the exhibits that are often required for 30% plan submittals. This usually includes approximate right-of-way plans, plan and profile sheets, and a first run of cross-sections. In addition, detailed design work can continue without duplicating efforts, saving your company time and money. You need Autodesk InfraWorks in your tool chest to enable you to quickly create the level of detail necessary to obtain preliminary design approvals. This speeds up the overall design process and gets you to construction faster.
So one of the things that the InfraWorks tool has really been efficient for is being able to more effectively communicate project intent via the 3D models and being able to freely navigate through a rich visual environment with new and multiple scenarios in real time during interactive feedback sessions. So being able to communicate this is very nice, but using some of the new InfraWorks 360 tools allow you to share this through a more secure cloud environment as well as access them mobily. As you can see there, you can access your InfraWorks models and presentations that you've put together on an iPad, which is considerably more convenient when going on site or sharing that design intent with the owner, which is great and will hopefully help you guys continue to win more business. So we're going to jump into another video here This one, as we can all see here, is gaining agency approval with the help from Autodesk InfraWorks. So we're going to get this one kicked off, and here we go.
Gaining agency approval with Autodesk InfraWorks. Change the conversation from day one. Review agencies need to understand and approve projects before they can be built. In the past, it has been difficult for the design team to gain agency buy-in from the beginning. With InfraWorks, you can change that conversation from day one by supplementing your conversations with agencies using data-rich 3D models. One of the biggest bottlenecks during a transportation project is obtaining the necessary permits for things like wetlands encroachment. It is critical to sit down with the regulating agencies as early as possible to demonstrate that you've explored several alternatives, as it is not always possible to avoid impacting these areas altogether. When it comes to coordinating with agencies such as wastewater collection authorities, the approval process is slow and linear, often involving the constant back and forth review of 2D plans without much in-person interaction between the reviewer and the design team. Every comment and miscommunication can cost the design team time and money. Change the conversation with InfraWorks. Sit down with the regulators and show them that you have a deep understanding of their concerns and that you are working towards a design that keeps their needs in mind. Navigate the rich 3D model in real time and give them a tour to better understand how their assets are part of the project as a whole, whether it's their rights-of-way or buffer zones or the pipes and manholes themselves. Better communication of data-rich early design concepts includes the ability to conduct interactive feedback sessions to point out locations of sensitive areas such as farmlands and special zoning in the region. Different alternatives can more easily be discussed and will help minimize comments and changes after the preliminary design is submitted. You can proceed with confidence by taking the design concepts directly into Civil 3D to continue detailed design, saving your company time and money.
Very cool. So some of the next stuff that I want to get into here real quick, and I appreciate everybody sticking around on the call and continuing to go through this with us. We know you guys' time is valuable, so we really appreciate it. Some of the next stuff that I want to go through here, if I can get this to work, is design concepts and greater accuracy into the designs earlier on. So being able to use these simple yet powerful modeling tools allows you to design roads, rails, pipe networks, buildings, all sorts of stuff directly in InfraWorks. So that's a great opportunity for us to be able to show design intent and make quick changes before we really go into the detailed design in Civil 3D. So it allows you to explore multiple concepts with a single model, as well as see, when making changes in that model, what exactly is going to happen to it. So one thing that we really like about it is how quickly you can change and evaluate multiple alternatives within the data that you're bringing in for that preliminary design options. And then, of course, being able to import the preferred alternative into Civil 3D to continue the detailed design work after the fact. Oh, lost a video. Skipped it.
We'll go back.
All right, yeah. So we just had one more video that we wanted to show you guys. I think that it's an important one, and it is the Autodesk Civil 3D with InfraWorks. I apologize, I double-clicked on the old mouse there, so just take me a second to get back, and then once I do, we can go through this one last video. And we'll just jump right into it right now. So this is the last one, and it should be good.
In the early stages of infrastructure project development, teams are typically working towards the creation of 30% plans. These plans can be used to confirm scope, budget, and schedule. How can teams more efficiently generate quality comments and a solid understanding of design intent? The answer? Workflows that combine the power of Autodesk InfraWorks and AutoCAD Civil 3D. The preliminary design model elements can be brought into Civil 3D in order to create exhibits that are often required for 30% plan submittals, including approximate right-of-way plans, plan and profile sheets, and a first run of cross-sections. In addition to the 2D plan documents, participants can explore the 3D model in InfraWorks during preliminary design review meetings. Possible scope changes can be more easily evaluated and considered since adjustments can be made to the model on the fly during the meeting. Once agreement has been reached, teams can continue refining the model with InfraWorks and bring model components into Civil 3D when it is appropriate to begin more detailed design work.
Excellent. Thanks, everybody. I think so. So we're going to kind of get through a couple more things. There's just a couple more slides that I wanted to talk about. And some of them are comprehensive BIM for the infrastructure software solution. So some of the stuff that we've been able to go through today can help get through this a little bit. Here we go. Help better understand and communicate project risk, intent, and options, maintain more consistent data, context, and processes, and respond more quickly to change. And we feel that those are some of the three core values when we're looking into the Infrastructure Design Suite or InfraWorks 3D as a infrastructure software solution in the building information modeling world. So we're excited about that. And one other thing that we wanted to talk about real quick is Autodesk subscription. So there's been some changes. There's no changes to your standard AutoCAD, Civil 3D, or Infrastructure Design Suite licenses from a subscription standpoint. So with your subscription, you guys are still getting access to Autodesk 360, so you're getting more cloud computing capabilities and capacity. You're getting the upgrades every year from with the newest releases, which should be coming out, I believe, within the next week or so. You're getting the flexible license privileges, which allow you to use the 3 previous versions, and you're getting the basic technical support from Autodesk, which I know most of you utilize the PPI technical support, which we appreciate and enjoy working with you guys on. But one thing that I did want to talk about real quick was the new InfraWorks 360, which is the cloud-based offering of the new way that Autodesk is titling it is a desktop subscription. Basically what it is it is a quarterly or an annual rental of InfraWorks 360, which is InfraWorks in the cloud. With that, you can purchase InfraWorks 360, but you can also purchase the roadway design module, the bridge design module, and the drainage design module, which are the additional add-ons that can be utilized directly in the cloud and are only offered through InfraWorks 360. So if you guys have any additional questions on that, want to see a demonstration of what that stuff looks like or how some of those tools can help streamline your internal processes, my information will be available on the end of the call here. You can also reach out to any one of our business development team members, myself, Justin Rumpf. We've got Jesse Thompson, Brian Prisnell, and Tanya in our Seattle office. And we've also got Ian Donovan here in our Portland office. All of us are more than happy to set up any demonstrations or show you guys a little bit more about what some of these InfraWorks 360 cloud offerings look like. So just to kind of wrap this up a little bit, appreciate everybody's time today, everybody sitting through my terrible jokes. I apologize, but that's the best I had. So what we kind of focused on today was being able to extend your access, communication, productivity, accuracy, predictability, and hopefully the value of increasing your abilities in the preliminary design phase. So if you guys have any questions, here is the information for myself and the phone number for our Portland office and our Seattle office. Also, feel free at any time to email any questions directly into the info@theppigroup.com. Those will be forwarded to the appropriate people. My information is down there, so if you're interested in any additional information, product information, or some of the new cloud offerings and the new cloud solutions from Autodesk, please don't hesitate to give me a call or shoot me an email. That's what we're here for. We look forward to hearing from you guys, and look forward to seeing you guys on the next presentation as well.